Listen closely, because what I'm about to share sounds almost too simple to be real. There's a natural compound that costs less than your morning coffee, takes only 5 seconds to use, and according to a growing body of research, it may help support your brain, muscles, metabolism, and overall health as you age. We're talking about creatine monohydrate, and just 5 grams per day has been studied for its potential to support strength, cognitive function, and healthy aging. Now, most people think creatine is only for bodybuilders or athletes trying to get bigger muscles, but the latest research tells a very different story. Scientists are discovering that creatine may benefit nearly every major system in the body, especially in adults over 50 or 60. And there's one organ in particular that researchers are incredibly excited about. We'll get to that in a moment. But first, let's walk through 5 surprising benefits, counting down from number 5 to the one that might matter most for long-term health. Before we dive in, tell me in the comments your age and where you're watching from. I always love seeing where this community is tuning in from. All right, let's start the countdown. Benefit number 5, stronger muscles without overcomplicating your routine. Your muscles are constantly working, even when you're just standing or sitting. Every movement requires energy, and that energy comes from a molecule called ATP. Think of it like a tiny rechargeable battery inside your cells. The problem? Your body only stores enough ATP for a few seconds of activity before it needs to recharge. That's where creatine comes in. When you consume creatine, your body converts it into phosphocreatine, a backup energy source stored directly in your muscle cells. When energy runs low, this backup system helps recharge your muscles quickly. Studies have shown that adults supplementing with creatine while maintaining normal routines often experience improvements in strength and daily physical function. Many participants report things like standing up easier, less fatigue climbing stairs, faster recovery after activity. And here's the interesting part. Even people who didn't dramatically change their workouts still experienced improvements in muscle performance. Consistency matters more than timing. Just mixing about 5 grams into water once daily is what many studies have used. Benefit number 4, supporting heart health and reducing inflammation. Your heart beats around 100,000 times a day, non-stop. Just like your muscles, it relies heavily on energy to keep pumping efficiently. Because creatine helps support cellular energy production, researchers have explored whether it might help support cardiovascular function. Some studies suggest improvements in exercise capacity and reductions in certain inflammation markers in participants using creatine regularly. And since chronic inflammation is linked with many cardiovascular concerns, this has researchers paying close attention. Another interesting area is blood vessel health. Healthy vessels need to relax and expand easily to maintain good circulation. Some research has shown improved measures of blood vessel flexibility in older adults using creatine alongside healthy lifestyle habits. Important note: anyone with existing heart conditions or taking medication should always speak with a healthcare professional before adding supplements. Benefit number 3, supporting bone strength as you age. When people think about bone health, they usually think of calcium or vitamin D, not creatine. But bones are living tissue that constantly rebuild themselves, and that rebuilding process requires energy. Research on older adults, particularly postmenopausal women, suggests that creatine combined with resistance exercise may support improvements in bone density compared to exercise alone. Here's why. Creatine helps muscles generate stronger contractions, and when muscles pull on bones, it sends signals that encourage bones to become stronger. Even simple resistance movements like squats, wall push-ups, or light resistance band exercises can help provide that stimulus. It's not about lifting heavy weights, it's about consistent movement plus proper nutrition. Benefit number 2, supporting metabolism and healthy body composition. Your metabolism is basically the engine that powers everything your body does, and one key factor that influences metabolism is lean tissue mass. Lean tissue burns more calories than fat tissue, even at rest. Research reviews suggest that people taking creatine while staying active may see modest increases in lean body mass, which can help support metabolic health. Some studies also suggest improvements in insulin sensitivity and blood sugar regulation when creatine is combined with exercise, which is especially interesting for adults concerned about metabolic health or prediabetes. participants often report improved energy levels, better exercise tolerance, and faster recovery. Again, creatine isn't magic, but when paired with movement and balanced nutrition, it may help support healthier body composition over time. Benefit number 1, brain health and cognitive support. Now, here's the benefit that researchers are especially excited about: your brain. Just like muscles, your brain requires enormous amounts of energy to function, to think, remember, and stay mentally sharp. Some studies suggest that creatine may help support short-term memory, mental fatigue resistance, and cognitive performance under stress or sleep deprivation. Researchers are exploring its potential role in healthy aging and neurological resilience, because as we age, maintaining energy production in brain cells becomes increasingly important. Many older adults in research settings have shown improvements in certain cognitive tests when using creatine regularly alongside healthy lifestyle habits. And honestly, that's why scientists are calling it one of the most promising supplements for aging populations. How to use creatine simply and safely. One of the best things about creatine is its simplicity. Most research focuses on about 5 grams daily of creatine monohydrate, mixed into water, juice, or a smoothie. You don't need complicated loading phases or special timing strategies. Consistency is the real key. Many people begin noticing changes in strength, endurance, or mental clarity within a few weeks, although results vary from person to person. And as always, drink enough water, combine with regular physical activity, speak with your healthcare provider if you have kidney issues, medical conditions, or take medications. Final thoughts. What makes creatine so fascinating isn't just one single benefit, it's the potential combination: supporting muscle function, helping maintain metabolic health, promoting bone strength, supporting cardiovascular wellness, and possibly helping keep your brain sharp. All from something incredibly simple and widely researched. But remember, supplements are just one piece of the puzzle. Sleep, movement, nutrition, and stress management still form the foundation of healthy aging. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these benefits surprised you the most? Was it the brain support, the muscle strength, heart health, bone benefits, or metabolic improvements? And if you've ever tried creatine before, share your experience. What changes did you notice in your energy, focus, or strength? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. And if you found this helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who wants to stay strong, sharp, and independent for years to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.